done a fantastic job for the last several years as the Oregon offensive coordinator. Now, an opportunity to run his own program in the SEC. We'll see if Will Stein can get the Kentucky Wildcats back on top as contenders in the South. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Coming out with it, it's Barnes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Wildcats offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie, formerly of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, right on target last time out, completing better than 70% and a 300-yard day. Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
On first down, it's Baxter again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be really interesting to watch Kentucky this year offensively, and I think running the ball is going to be critical. Will Stein now the new head coach, and he brings in C.J. Baxter, a running back from Texas, David, a guy that was so highly recruited coming out of high school, had some injury issues early on during his time at Texas, but
makes the grab and room to run. He's at the tip, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. A.K. Deere, the freshman from the state of Mississippi, what a game he had last time out. More than 200 yards and a score. Out of the gun, the inside give. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. He might want another play. Here comes the option. Maybe some room here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Russell The sure hands, it's Rodgers. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was thinking big return. Didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way back from the 20. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing Russell. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run. Play the percentages.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Now on the option. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. running to the left. Breaks the tackle. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Keelan Russell. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Unloads it left. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Release to the back. Complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Rodriguez. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. Beisel, he's going to take a shot. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
In the red area, it's Baxter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Russell. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Russell. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
Another 3rd down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on 4th down here in their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared. 4th down is just another down. They will stay aggressive. I don't know if they read the analytics or not, but it usually says 4th down, and I'm going for it.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Puts it out of the air. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And, man, it's all eyes on this Will Stein offense. He comes back to Kentucky, man. He's an offensive savant. Spent his time, obviously, in Oregon. He's innovative. He's got a new guy at the trigger spot. Minchie, that was battling Carr a year ago at Notre Dame, Palmer. They were neck and neck. Minchie lost the battle. Now he comes to Kentucky with a rebuilt roster and a new lease on life.
Yeah, you got to dig to find film on Minchie during this time at Notre Dame, but when you do watch it, you absolutely can see the potential. He's a big guy with a live arm who can also run, and he's going to give this Kentucky offense, I think, a dynamic that they haven't had in a long time with his mobility and playmaking, running the football as well. So I can't wait to see the marriage between Stein and Minchie here and what it means for this Wildcats offense.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Gonna look downfield again. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Needing to move the chains. Here comes Kentucky on 4th.
Here we go. Ready. 129. 129. Ready to go.
They'll go with Baxter. There's some room. Touchdown, Wildcats! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide ready to roll on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Throwing Russell. Right down the middle. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense back. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. He makes a catch. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's in! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll move the tight end. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, guys, I caught up with the Tide head coach at the half. They have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll go to the ground, and he's wrestled to the ground.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Caught, and he's got room.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Second and inch is a really good time to take a shot. Keelan Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Wants to adjust the pattern. Give to the running back. Maybe a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the comeback is on.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it. And getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Baxter. Bounced off his feet.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Russell. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Finds a man in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Running inside, it's Hill. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
New running back, same result.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got enough space. Gets gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Alabama! Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Fighting off the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Back to the ground with the running back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sends it back in motion. From the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. He's got it. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. The run inside. It's Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They have taken the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing Russell. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him.
Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
They're testing the right side here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Unloads quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keelan Russell makes the grab. Touchdown Tide. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking the deep shot. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Gordon.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.